Luxury brands don't charge high prices because products are expensive to make. They charge high prices because the price itself is the product. When you see a luxury handbag, watch, perfume, or pair of shoes with a price that feels shockingly high, the first reaction is confusion. The materials don't look rare enough. The design often seems simple. Sometimes the product looks almost identical to something far cheaper, yet people are willing to pay many times more without hesitation. This isn't an accident, and it isn't greed alone. Luxury pricing is the result of a carefully designed psychological and economic system where value is created in the mind long before it exists in the object. At the core of luxury pricing is perception. Luxury brands are not selling function. A basic product already does that job. A cheap watch tells time. A regular bag carries items. A basic shirt covers the body. Luxury brands sell meaning, layered on top of function. They sell identity, status, emotion, and belonging. Once you understand that, the price starts to make sense within its own logic. One of the biggest reasons luxury products cost so much is artificial scarcity. Luxury brands intentionally limit supply. They do not produce as much as they could. They do not try to serve everyone. Availability is controlled carefully, sometimes brutally. Waiting lists are common. Certain products are only sold in specific stores or cities. Some items are never displayed openly. Scarcity increases desire. When something is hard to get, the human brain assigns it more value. This scarcity is often not real in a physical sense. The brand could easily make more units. The cost to do so would be marginal, but abundance would destroy the feeling of exclusivity. If everyone can have it, it stops being luxury. High prices act as a gatekeeper, filtering out most people and preserving the illusion of rarity. Another major factor is brand storytelling. Luxury brands invest heavily in history, mythology, and narrative. They don't just sell a product, they sell a story that stretches across decades or even centuries. Craftsmanship, heritage, tradition, and legacy are repeated until they feel sacred. Even when modern production methods are used, the language remains rooted in the past. This story creates emotional attachment. When someone buys a luxury product, they are not just buying an object. They are buying into a long narrative that makes them feel connected to something bigger than themselves. The price becomes a ritual payment to enter that story. Marketing plays a critical role here. Luxury brands do not market like normal companies. They rarely explain features or benefits. They don't justify price. Instead, they show aspiration. Carefully curated images, celebrity associations, high fashion shows, and cinematic advertising are used to position the brand above ordinary life. This type of marketing is expensive, and it is meant to be. High marketing costs reinforce the perception that the brand exists in a different world. When a product appears alongside celebrities, royalty, or elite environments, the brain automatically associated with high status. The price then feels consistent with that status. Another key reason luxury brands charge so much is signaling. Humans use objects to communicate who they are and where they stand socially. Luxury products are symbols. They silently signal wealth, taste, success, and access. In many cases, the higher the price, the stronger the signal. If a product were affordable to everyone, it would lose its signaling power. High prices ensure that only a limited group can participate. This exclusivity is not a side effect. It is the main feature. The product becomes a badge, and the price is the cost of wearing that badge. Craftsmanship is often mentioned, and while it does play a role, it is rarely the main driver of price. Many luxury products are well made, but not always dramatically better than high-quality non-luxury alternatives. The difference in production cost is often far smaller than the difference in retail price. What customers are really paying for is the final layer, brand markup. This markup exists because the brand has spent years building trust, desire, and recognition. Once a brand reaches a certain level of prestige, it gains pricing power. It can charge more simply because people believe it is worth more. Luxury brands also protect their image by refusing to discount. Sales are rare, controlled, or hidden. This maintains price integrity. If customers expect discounts, the perceived value drops. High prices must remain stable to preserve the illusion of timeless worth. Retail experience is another hidden cost. Luxury stores are designed like galleries, not shops. Prime locations, spacious layouts, trained staff, and personalized service all contribute to the feeling of importance. Even the act of buying is meant to feel ceremonial. This experience reinforces the idea that the product is special and deserving of its price. Packaging also plays a psychological role. Heavy boxes, fine materials, minimalist design, and careful presentation trigger emotional responses. The unboxing becomes part of the value. These details cost more, but more importantly, they signal care and prestige. Luxury brands also avoid overexposure. You will not see them everywhere. Limited distribution protects the brand from becoming ordinary. Even online availability is often restricted or controlled. This restraint is intentional. Growth is sacrificed to protect image. Another reason luxury prices remain high is resale value. Many luxury products hold value better than regular products. Some even appreciate over time. This creates the perception that buying luxury is not just spending, but investing. The brand benefits because this belief justifies high upfront prices. Social proof further reinforces luxury pricing. When influential people wear or use a product, it becomes desirable. The brand does not need to explain itself. People assume that if successful individuals choose it, it must be valuable. The price becomes proof rather than a problem. Luxury brands also understand human psychology deeply. They know that pain increases attachment. When someone spends a large amount of money on a product, they are more likely to justify the purchase emotionally. The higher the price, the stronger the attachment. This is why luxury customers often become fiercely loyal. There is also a sense of achievement tied to luxury purchases. Buying something expensive often marks a milestone, a promotion, success, or personal victory. The product becomes a symbol of progress. The brand benefits because it becomes part of the customer's personal story. Importantly, luxury brands do not compete on price. They compete on perception. Lowering prices would not increase demand in the way it does for normal products. It would actually damage demand by weakening the brand status. In many cases, luxury brands deliberately increase prices over time, even without changes in product quality. This reinforces exclusivity and keeps the brand ahead of inflation in the perception space. Customers accept these increases because the brand's identity remains intact. Luxury pricing also creates distance. Distance creates desire. When something feels slightly out of reach, it becomes more attractive. Luxury brands carefully maintain this tension. They want customers to aspire, not casually consume. At the business level, high prices allow luxury brands to operate with lower volumes and higher margins. This reduces pressure to scale aggressively and helps maintain control. Profit comes from margin, not mass. In the end, luxury brands charge so much for simple products because simplicity allows symbolism to shine. The fewer distractions in design, the more the brand itself becomes the focus. The logo, the story, the feeling, these are the real products. The object you hold is just a vessel. The real value lives in perception, emotion, and identity. Luxury brands understand this better than almost any other industry. They don't sell what the product does. They sell what the product means. And meaning, when engineered correctly, can be priced far higher than material ever could.